John D. Bunting, profesor del Departamento de Lingüística Aplicada e Inglés como Segunda Lengua de la Universidad Estatal de Georgia en los Estados Unidos de Norteamérica. Ha publicado obras como Vocabulary in Use, Uso del Vocabulario, del 2010, y Grammar and Beyond 4, Gramática y Más Allá 4, del 2012.
Hi everyone, I'm John Bunting from Georgia State University, and I'd like to talk to you about the use of corpus data to help show how real language is used in real settings. To do this, I'm going to share some information with you that's from a wonderful short article by Doug Biber and Susan Conrad. Their article is called Corpus Linguistics and Language Teaching, and you can download the entire article if you'd like. Now, first, we should define the term corpus linguistics. Corpus linguistics is the study of language in use that's done by gathering large amounts of text in some principled way and then analyzing those texts, or the corpus data, using special corpus software. With this software, you can start to identify patterns and usage about language that might otherwise be very hard to see. So in English, having a huge corpus of billions of words from a variety of registers, those are the different categories of language use, such as academic writing, fiction, newspaper reports. All of this allows researchers to notice patterns in grammar, vocabulary, and the organization of ideas. And the most important kind of information that researchers can get from good corpus data are frequency information, register comparisons, and associations between grammatical structures and words, or what we like to call lexicogrammar. As Biber and Conrad note, corpus-based research provides textbook writers and teachers with a new source of information, a database source rather than intuition to consider when making decisions. Biber and Conrad provide several examples that could help us understand the process and also understand specific areas of language that can be illuminated through corpus analysis. Now, one example is looking at how the definite article the is used in conversation compared with how it's used in academic writing. But first, let me ask you, why do we use the definite article in English? Any ideas? Pause this video for a minute and you can think about why we use the. Now, many people think that the main reason for the is to refer back to something that's already been introduced in the text. For example, a boy walked down the road with his mother. The boy could see what his mother could not. So in this example, that second use of boy, the boy, replaces a boy, because now that the writer introduced him, you should use the. And that's good, but it's not the only reason for using the. Corpus data shows us that there are several other reasons. A shared situational context, pass me the salt, is one reason. Connected to post-modifiers of the noun, the boy who walked with his mother, is another. And there are others. Biber and Conrad explain that in both conversation and informational writing, the reasons we often think of, referring back to an earlier noun, occurs only about 25% of the time. So it's not that much. I mean, it's important, yes, but it's not the most frequent use. In conversation, the most frequent use is the shared situational context, pass me the salt, which makes sense because often in conversation we can see things around us and we make reference to them that way rather than through the text. The most common use in informational writing, on the other hand, is connected to modifiers of the noun that come after the noun. Again, that makes sense because informational writing uses a lot of complex noun phrases that are actually defining or describing the noun in those post-noun modifiers. So anyway, this is just one example of how we can see how language is really used. Of course, the real challenge for us as teachers is to consider how to make corpus analysis and corpus data useful in our classrooms. But I'll leave that up to you for now. It's been really nice talking with you. And if you have questions, please bring them up with your tutor.